You're going to put me in the streets if I don't get this Dell test.
I think so. Like that's.
If I don't get this episode out, man.
I think I got this right. Migs, you want to reveal yours
Absolutely. Japanese, mate.
first? Fuck. I went for Korean. Oh,
Oh my God. You went for Korean?
Welcome back to the first episode of 2024 of Critical Banter. New year means a new intro, and the new intro will come next week, so stay tuned for that. But we have two brand new segments for you. First one is Corporate L's Wrapped. We're looking at 2023 and looking at which corporations had the biggest L's of the year. And our next segment is New Year, New You. We ask you guys on Instagram, send us your New Year's resolutions. And we're going to have a look, see which ones we think you guys are actually going to do and which ones are going to fail after January 1st. But before that, to wrap the week for the new year is me, Miguel. We have Ro.
G'day.
We have an empty seat next to the third person today, Kushagra Kundra.
yes, sorry. And I bring tidings. Good or bad? We'll hear it soon.
Pending tidings.
Dell.
Yeah.
Dell
here we go.
Technologies. That damn company, man. Kush versus Dell.
What a saga.
It's still ongoing. But I can't lie to you boys. I've taken a bit of a step back in this one. I think I might be losing the battle. And look, it is me versus a corporation. I have to say that. It's not like I have an army of soldiers, that I can send out, to help support me to win this battle. It's just me. Just me alone.
You versus a faceless organization with thousands of people.
Anyway, just to recap very quickly last week, my PC's fried. Okay, that meant the editing schedule had to be delayed by a week. But we did release the episode and essentially...
Late, but you can blame Dell for the lack of episode on...
I did blame Dell. There's no doubt about it. Basically, one of my parts was fried and they're going to charge me for it even though the desktop's only lasted 4 years, which I think is unreasonable. And I have quoted the Australian consumer lawyers. That is unreasonable. And so the fight has been ongoing. I spoke to a new support service person because I didn't receive an email for like 5 days. I didn't get an update where we were at. Are they going to charge me or are they not going to charge me? Regina is her name.
Okay.
I spoke to Regina. She had no idea.
Dude, Regina, you sound defeated. Regina feels like she has absolutely
She's come at you with other consumer law and
no,
trumped her.
She came at me with nothing, which is what it just exhausted me. I just asked her, give me an update on the case. She's like, I see it. I cannot give you an update. And I'm like, hold on. You've seen the case. Surely there's some sort of update. What the fuck have you guys been doing for the past 5 days? It's like, oh, it's being escalated. It's going to figure it out. Then she's like, I'll escalate it as well. I'm like, all right, sweet. Who are you going to escalate it to? Like, oh, another support team. I'm like, hang on. Am I going to be talking to two different support people now for one singular case? She's like, yeah, that might happen. It could happen. It's a possibility. So I gave her some, Regina, this is shit customer service, man.
It's not on. It's not on
This
Regina.
is not on Regina. And then eventually it kept going back and forth. I heard her audibly sigh when I was talking to her.
She's sick of you.
She pretty much was
She's sick of you. You're sick of her. Where does this go, dude?
And then we ended it with being like, you'll give me an update after the call. The update never came from Regina. That email was lost to the ether.
So how much are you going to shell out for this new laptop or...
Well, I've been
computer
given the quote now, like a quote after some changes. It's looking at $500 now is what the part is. But
As opposed to a new computer being probably
4 or 5K if you
grand.
wanted to get a good little machine for us.
I have also gone up against corporations
Yeah.
and I've lost every time.
It's so tough, man. Like the thing is the time. It always comes down to time. How much time will I be spending taking on Dell?
Because that support worker, well, that's their job.
Yeah.
That's their 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Which means they have all the time. They have 40-hour weeks to spend on this.
Yeah.
You already have a full-time job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you obviously don't have the time to spend, so they'll take you out on that. I bought like a gift for Cindy.
Yeah.
And it's like a necklace, right? Broke in 2 days. I thought surely that's a defect on their part.
Absolutely.
And that's the case I've presented to them. These guys are like, nah, you can only break like this if it was user error, this and that. And I'm sitting here like, dude.
This is an Australian company, right?
It is.
You should be protected by Australian consumer law.
I feel like you'd be
ACL.
actually. Yeah.
Look, that's what we all say, all right? Dude, I swear to God, this Australian consumer law thing is fake. It doesn't make sense unless you're willing to go to court over it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Obviously,
Obviously, they know I'm not going to go to court.
Yeah.
I definitely know I'm not going to go to court. And so these companies get away with it. Fine.
Was this
whatever.
like a Proud's jeweler or was it some shop, like a little shop, a
To be
smaller
fair,
shop?
it's a smaller shop.
You can take them to court, man. They don't have the resources to deal with you, mate.
That is
I don't
true.
have the resources.
You have a
to deal
network of young upcoming lawyers, mate.
But
Come on.
it's the bluffing game, right? You got to convince them that you will be going to court. That's it.
Yeah, see, I didn't threaten that. I was a young, sweet child. This is before I talked to court. I actually should have consulted you, Kush, about this.
Also going to court over how many dollars of a necklace, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like a $200 necklace, and like I'm gonna go to court over that.
Fork out all these lawyer fees just for a little necklace.
But I like no company refunds you, man. I never get and then the other story. I told this story ages ago when I was in the battle against Garmin printing because I was trying to print OzTag jerseys and I asked for a pink color to be stuck on the back of my shirt. I got red and they told me they're allowed a 25% color difference as if that's the thing. Like they just made up rules like industry standards and benchmarking. And I lost that as well. So I'm 0-2 against corporations.
The T's and C's, mate.
Has anyone actually won a fight against a company?
I can't say have. You have no ING. Does that count?
Okay, yeah, maybe
is that a win?
Is that a win? Yeah, I got $500 for them, but I was defrauded. My identity was literally stolen from ING.
Yeah,
some bloke just called up and pretended to be me, and they were like, "You know what? Here, have access to your bank account."
Yeah, it's the refunds. Like knowing that some item's broken, can you get the money back? I don't know if anyone's successfully done it.
We've taken an L from Manny's fucking music.
Yeah, this podcast itself, dude. We had a broken stand, and they refused to fix it.
Oh, man.
So my send's been handheld for the past few weeks.
Dude,
mate.
this is an epidemic, man. We got to shed some light on this.
Are we just poor, negotiators? Are we poor
Trust me, I'm
returners?
not. I can guarantee you I'm not, man. I go all out when I'm negotiating cases. I send them screenshots of me reporting it to the ACCC and Department of Fair Trading. I went all out.
I'll click it.
Yeah.
I'll click submit.
Yeah. Look, I don't know where this is going. It is still ongoing. They've now given me a quote and they've essentially put it on my part.
There's nothing you can do. You unless you're willing to take them to court, which you're obviously not going to do. It's time for 3 to 4K. Where are the support workers who don't care about their jobs, man? Who are just willing to let this go away? Just send Kush a new motherboard or whatever he needs for free.
I think
all these nerds, they care.
I think there was a point in my call with the Yath guy, and I was just like, "Look, man, you have to understand where I'm coming from. Tell me you understand what I'm saying right now." And he's like, "No, I understand." I'm like, "Do you? Yeah, do you? Do you hear me, man? Do you hear my voice breaking, dude? It's just."
I think that's what you need. I think you need a bit more like
emotion. You reckon?
Like this will break me. Like this will financially ruin me, and like tug at the heartstrings.
You're gonna put me in the streets if I don't get this dealt.
I think so. Like that's.
If I don't get this episode out, man, they're breaking my knees.
Because like you've tried the hardball approach, and that's what I learned from you, to try the hardball approach. Like this will not stand. Go to the ACCC.
Bit of emotional blackmail now. You got to put it on them. Make them feel the humanness.
Yeah,
you know?
Like Yash doesn't care about the law, but he does care if you can't feed your family. You know what I'm saying? And that's what would happen if you don't edit.
Just, how do I convince him? Because I've said this is an editing machine.
Yeah, just say that's your livelihood. Anyways, obviously you can't do it with the Dell, but I'm just saying in future,
Yeah.
like I think that's the only way that you could potentially get these companies to fold. Because otherwise, like, hey, these guys will just stand firm. Nah, we're not going to refund you.
Yeah.
Please.
So how do we get the episode out then, Kush, since we're still in a legal battle with Dell?
Look, I've taken up another machine in the family household, and when this person leaves, I take his machine.
It's like GTA, dude. You like kick him out of the car, take his device.
And I just go on and start editing. So I don't know if anyone noticed, but the audio for last week came out a bit later than the video. That's because I could only access the machine at that time. So it was uploaded then. But I mean, next week it'll be released safe and sound. I know tonight the man will be out. I'll be taking the machine and editing away tonight. So
Lovely.
no stress.
It's Trouble in Paradise Critical Banter, but we're going to get the episodes out regardless. We're maybe the only podcast that releases over Christmas. We don't take a break. So,
True.
Listen to us, please, because
For the love of God,
Do you know what we're doing for you? We're releasing episodes.
we're
when you guys are
fighting
on break.
Dell for this podcast.
anyway, so last week we had a Secret Santa thing. We were chatting about Secret Santa etiquette and that sort of stuff. Oh, actually, no, sorry. We had Bad Santa.
Bad Santa, yeah.
Santa. And so obviously Bad Santa, you buy a present for someone and then people steal the presents or whatever. So I have picked up a delightful board game. I was quite thrilled with that.
Oh.
Right, that got stolen. But then I stole a rugby ball. I was like, fantastic. That got stolen from me. I ended up with a 6-pack of ginger beer. Not Bundaberg, it was like a craft ginger beer. So I was pretty thrilled with it. Like that was decent.
Really?
No? Not happy?
Better than a board game and a rugby ball?
I mean, like, obviously those things are better.
I think the board game is number one for me.
It depends what board game.
It was like a random one.
Does it have replayability, you know, or is it just a one and done?
Yeah, is it a nice little Monopoly, like a Monopoly version?
It was
maybe?
called Salmon.
Oh, fuck
I've never
that.
heard
Okay, then I don't know what that is. If it was like, Monopoly, I don't know, Critical Banter edition, I'm taking that.
So
Because what you don't want is a gift and then you just chuck it in the corner of your house and not touch it again.
Yeah.
well, I got the ginger beer. Like and I've been drinking
That's
it.
consumable.
It's an absolute treat. It's actually
It's
beautiful.
nice?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
from Port Macquarie. Beautiful, homemade. So it's called Grumpy Ginger Beer or something like that. Anyways,
hey.
whatever, irrelevant. So I ended up with that at the end.
Okay.
I was happy. I stole the rugby ball off Sen. Sen, instead of stealing someone else's gift, he's decided to go back into the pile. He's opened his gift and he's received 4 cans of Spam
I get wrecked.
as his bad Santa gift.
Anyone steal that?
Absolutely did not go to anyone else. So Sen has spent like $30, I think, because I bought his bad Santa present. It was like a book that I bought.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I remember after recording last week, Sen's like, yeah, I've got a great gift idea. This is going to be
Not
so
even
good.
That, before that, I don't know if you remember, Sam was like, well, maybe I should just get a gift that takes the piss. Now look what he's got in there.
Yeah, now this guy's got like 4 cans of Spam. I didn't even know they did spicy Spam, but that's a new flavor line that they've released.
Wow, that's huge.
So the person do you know who brought the spam?
Yeah, I do know who brought
So
it.
that person, were they taking the piss or?
Obviously, they were taking the piss. And because like Sam's like lifting it, right? And obviously Spam is heavy. Sam's like, oh, this is like a hefty gift. So, like no dramas.
Was it wrapped? Was it disguisedly wrapped or was it just wrapped as Spam?
It was
Or was it wrapped like a chair or some shit?
4 cylinders, you see.
No, Spam comes in like a
Square.
it's like a squarish tin.
Oh.
rectangular
okay.
tin.
So it came like the present looked just like a rectangular. It looked like a
nice.
box.
Yeah.
And so you pick it up and you feel weight and your head's
You
going.
could be on here.
We're on.
Was this the only person who was taking the piss out of the gifts?
Yeah. Yeah. So Sen got the only like joke gift.
Oh, I don't know if I'm a fan of that. If everyone took it somewhat seriously.
Yeah, this guy got the biggest L. He was so sad afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be pissed at the person who's brought the spam.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
shouldn't
joke.
have done it. It's kind of funny. I'm actually glad it went to Sen and not maybe someone like who we knew a little bit less.
Someone nicer.
Yeah, someone, but like, because it was an OzTag thing, right? And so we didn't know like everyone that well. And like, obviously people have spent time and money.
That makes it
invested.
worse,
Yeah.
man. Who is this person who brought spam, bro?
I'll tell
is
you
true.
after that. I'll tell you
Okay.
off air.
Look, if I had received spam, that's bad, Sam, and I saw everyone else getting like
That's the worst part, seeing all the other good gifts.
Because
Yeah,
people are
there
taking
was
it
an Amazon
seriously.
Echo was going around.
What
Dude.
Oh, wait,
I'm saying he gets 4 meals, mate.
Yeah, true. Doesn't have to pay for lunch for the week.
Exactly.
It's a win.
4 meals if you had a fucking dog, man. Who's eating spam, bro? No one's eating spam like that. That's a joke. That's a joke in my eyes. Moving on to something that's also a bit of a joke. Ultimate Frisbee shenanigans these days.
I want to stop giving updates about this. 'Cause It's
Yeah.
going to be the same every week.
Yeah, no, I agree, bro. I don't know if I want to keep giving updates on these weekly because it is kind of depressing. And when you combine that with Dell, I'm not having a good time. I'll be completely honest.
Not a Merry Christmas.
No, not at all. Look, Frisbee versus another team. They were good again. They were pretty good. We got smoked by like 14 points. So it wasn't the best experience. We played to our positions again. We did. But it didn't work out. I can't tell you that much. Maybe we do need to change strategies, or maybe this is a Monday. We just rock up, get smoked, call it a day, and that's it.
Mondays are turning into that, Kush.
Yeah, Mondays
Show
are
up,
turning into-
bend over, take
home.
it, and go home, man.
It's always weird, man. Somewhere between the halftime, there is no halftime at Frisbee, but like somewhere where I feel like it's halftime, I'm thinking, I think we can do this. I feel like we can win this. We just got to catch those. That's it.
Well, we have we're coming second last in the actual standings.
Yeah.
And dead last in the spirit. So maybe we just pivot and we just focus on spirit
I
points.
think it's too late for that.
It's
And we don't
too
have the
late.
character for that, let's be honest.
Someone has called out our character.
Do you want to read that out?
I will read that out, actually. I will read that out.
So there was the week. So if you remember a couple of weeks ago, there was an audio snippet from Sen as he progressively got more and more angry.
And those around him also got angry and angry.
As well. right? So that team who we versed that week, if you want to go back, I think it's like 2 or 3 episodes ago, maybe 3 episodes ago. So Sen's ranting about a particular team. And then they have rated us on Spirit. They gave us like 10 out of 20, right? But you can apparently also leave a comment. And so on display for all to see, Kush will read out what they thought about us.
Yeah.
Because you heard what we thought about them.
They didn't even give us 10. So actually, let me read through the categories. So you can get, there's 5 Spirit categories and you can get a maximum of 20 points essentially.
So 4 per category.
4 per category. Yeah? The first one's rules, knowledge, and use. Just essentially, do you know how to play the game?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And we don't.
Yeah.
So
we expect a pretty low one each
correct.
week. Like, that's fine. Fouls and body contact.
what do they give us for the rules?
Well, I'll go through
0.
the categories first and I'll tell you. So actually, yeah. Okay, fine. Rules, they gave us 1. Not so good is what it's called.
That
No
I
complaints.
can accept.
Yeah. Fouls and body contact, they gave us 1.
This is the week where you two are asking about, is there contact
Is there
allowed?
contact? When we specifically asked what kind of physical contact is allowed.
I think 1 is a bit harsh. There was a few fouls, but like there was like 2 fouls the whole game.
If they gave
Maybe
this
3.
on us like asking the question, I think that's a bit rubbish. Like, because yeah, there weren't that many fouls. I think it was okay. Fair-mindedness. I don't really know what this means. I just think it means, you know, you're
Trying to play fair.
yeah, maybe that's, I don't know. We got 2 for that.
Okay.
Positive attitude and self-control. This is the one where we got 1. Not so good.
You know what? That's fair.
That's fair.
I can't
You'll
complain
see
about
why
that.
when they write what they say in our comment. And the last one's just communication. We're still unsure what this means.
The
but
communication seems a bit strange. Like, is it communication between our team and their team, or between our team?
we've gotten 2 for this every single week. Communication.
What have we given other teams for communication?
I don't know what I've been giving other teams. I have no idea. But anyway, the comment. Players didn't seem to be very aware of the rules. Had bad attitude when players tried to explain the rules to them. Players were making sarcastic comments as well and were sniggering while listening to the Spirit speech.
What did you say?
I've never heard anyone use sniggering in a long time, dude. I can't believe this person's written that down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing. I mean, he must have taken it pretty harshly if we're laughing at his face while he's delivering a speech.
Yeah. I mean, look, these guys took Frisbee very seriously. They absolutely did. They took it.
But how is making sarcastic comments? Is that against some sort of spirit?
Yeah, well, yes.
Yeah, well, you're taking a piss out of them. Like, yeah.
Okay. That's just a bit of banter, no? It's lighthearted fun.
A bit of banter at your expense, man. Come on. You line up.
When Ro drops another talk to me when you lose some weight.
No, okay. I do that at soccer where that's all like low-key socially acceptable. That sledging is allowed and it's not going to deduct from the game.
Yeah.
Where here, apparently it will be. So he's written that comment. Maybe fair, maybe not fair, but they didn't have a high opinion of us.
Yeah, I just think it's like, to me, it's just funny, man, because like this guy took his time out to write a comment for us. Like he's taking Div 6, brother.
Can all teams see the comment?
I think so, yeah. Every team can see the
fantastic.
comment. Yeah, every team can see that comment.
Oh, I think second half of you screw this. Let's just give everyone 1 for spirit.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing. You know, the most recent team, we got a lower spirit than we expected. We got 9, and we thought everything went well. Like we thought we may get maybe 13, 14. Sure, at the end we were a bit, you know,
We were very,
our attitude wasn't good. Absolutely.
after every point they scored, half our bench like, fuck, can we finish this already? Like,
Yeah.
is it done yet?
Okay. Well, I was under the impression. Well, actually, I was on the bench. I didn't care. I was sitting here like just talking, whatever. But like, I thought the game finished at 9:50. 9:58 came. They'd already scored 17 on us. Surely,
Yeah.
maybe call it.
Yeah, 100%. That is a good point. I did drop like, look, man, you have to study before to play Frisbee. Like that's what the rule book says. It says 15. They're like, nah, not on this tip. I'm like, doesn't say it in the rule book, man. You can't just start making up rules like this. So,
So
I hear that every week. Like, you know the rules by the book, and everyone's like, nah, but in this div. Oh, nah, but in
Yeah.
this competition.
yeah, no, next week, I'm going to make it fucking clear. When it's 15, we're heading home, bro, no matter what. If you want to take it up with the coordinator. The guy who didn't even tell us we're in the wrong div, man. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, have we talked about that?
Yeah, well, I sent him an email because on that Monday, I was worried we may not have enough players. So, like, you can do this thing called pickup players where you can essentially get another random person to play for you. Send me an email. I'm like, bro, how am I meant to access this? Your Google Sheet says make a copy of it because it's deleted. The owner is thrown into the trash. And the guy never replied to me. So I'm like, all right, fine. Like I told you, this coordinate's completely whack. The man, this whole like Frisbee administration, some of the worst I've ever seen, like anywhere. It's shocking. But yeah, look, the next Mondays, because we got a bit of a break now. We'll start, I think,
You
early.
can regroup.
We'll try to regroup. We'll see how it goes in the first couple of points.
But I think try and be clear about the 15 rule or whatever, because You can't be copping L's to Dell and also to Frisbee captains. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Oh, that's what made me, next week, whenever we play, I'm going to make it clear, 15, we're calling it a day. And if you want to play around friendlies, you do that with your own teammate. No one's fucking doing it with us. We're leaving.
Are you going to tug at the heartstrings of the captains?
Please, bro, let me go home. Please. Get the hands out. Please, sir. I don't like this, please. Anyway, to sum it up, we've got a nice little audio snippet. This is Sen and I. We're back. You're going to hear both of us. Enjoy it. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks for another update.
Hello.
Do you guys have a podcast?
Yeah, yes. We do.
So you guys look real.
Yeah, that's where
What's the channel? Oh, you mic channel
yeah. Critical Banter podcast.
That's so cool. You guys rank stuff.
Yeah, we do.
It's like you rank restaurants.
Yeah, bars,
I
clubs.
see you guys. I remember. I saw you on TikTok.
Oh, really?
I like YouTube Shorts.
Say less. YouTube Shorts. Oh, lovely.
Up.
Hold it, Mix. Hold it. Bro, why did they do that? Ooh, almost dropped it.
Yeah, kush.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's on. It's looking nice. Where's my bag, man?
Fuck up!
Follow your man. Follow your man.
Follow, guys.
Yeah, nice, steady.
Are you going?
Oh, go. I think it's only 2. 6-2. It's 6-2. No, it's still in this. We're still in this. Oh, the brick. Yeah. Sorry. We're gonna call the brick. Yeah. All right, brick.
Sorry. My bad. Fuck. Call contact.
What?
I was like, no, so Matt got hit, and then I think him the defender were like, oh yeah, that's a foul, and they passed it off. But then Rose like, oh, you really need to call it. Yeah. And then meanwhile, one of the chicks had it and threw it, and Matt full goes, oh, it's a foul.
Dude, I think we're all too aggressive for this sport, man.
No, we're too competitive for
how shit we are. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Bro's too fast, man.
Huh?
Bro's too fast. Guy's the Flash.
That's good. I'm glad they brick it. Let us brick every time, bro.
Say that again, bro. Say that again.
Rose always bricked up, bro.
Hey. Okay.
Oh. If we can get to 5, I'd be happy. Bro, if you're going to make us play, the least you can do is throw the fucking Frisbee.
I am going to absolutely bang this up.
You're up 17-3, bro. Fucking let's go home.
Oh, look at that, man. Look at that.
All right.
This is Guess the Language. First game of 2023. We traveled last year. We're traveling this year. It's time to see how cultured you really are with Guess the Language. Yep. I'm going to have a phrase in English on Google Translate, translating it to a random language across the globe. And the game is very simple. You guys have just got to guess, what language are we speaking?
Huge.
Perfect. Can we hear the phrase in English first? Just so,
Oh, well, I'll give it to you in English.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's hear it.
Alrighty, the phrase in English is, my name is Sen. I like football and I live in Sydney, but I'm not here today and I deserve to be punished.
Ooh, hello.
All right.
Hello.
I like it.
So that's the phrase that's going to be translated into multiple different languages. Are we ready to begin?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Language number 1.
اسمي سين، أحب كرة القدم وأعيش في سيدني، لكنني لست هنا اليوم وأستحق العقاب.
May need a couple of listens to that bad boy.
Okay, we'll have a little think. All right, you heard it. What area of the world are we thinking?
It's got to be European. That's what I'm
It is European. I'm getting tinges of like French type vibes, but also tinges of like Arabic type vibes. So I don't know where that lands me.
Let me play it one more time. You got a whiteboard. You got to write your answer. All right, one more play.
اسمي سين، أحب كرة القدم وأعيش في سيدني، لكنني لست هنا اليوم وأستحق العقاب.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to need an answer locked in.
I'm for Arabic. Some Staple language.
Okay.
That's what I've gone for.
Migs?
I've gone for Arabic as well. Nice and simple to start it off.
Arabic is correct.
Wow.
I think it was the dialect. I heard it like, like no. I mean, like,
Yeah,
what-
no, it was that. It was those
quiet.
intonations I gave
Yeah.
it away.
I was actually waiting for more of that. Like, I
Yeah.
think she was quite light on that. Okay.
I
fair
think it
enough.
was the Google Translate voice that gave French vibes, not the language itself.
The first sounded like French because I heard a bit of a let, and I was like, oh.
Hello.
Well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. One on the board. Mate. All right.
Wow,
we're flying
here we go. Here we go.
All right. Language number 2.
私の名前はセンです。サッカーが好きで、シドニーに住んでいます。でも私は今日ここにいません。そして私は罰されて当然でした。
It's too easy,
Watashi wa, brother. You ain't need to play that twice.
man. It's too easy, man. Hopefully.
Come on, man.
I think I got this right. Mix, you want to reveal yours
Absolutely. Japanese, mate.
first? Fuck. I went for Korean. Oh,
Oh my God. You went for Korean?
no. I went for Korean. I thought I heard Korean there. Oh, no.
That is honestly one of the biggest blunders
That's
of
a
all
big
time.
I didn't even
fumble.
hear what you said. What was it?
What? Watashi wa.
I didn't even hear that there.
You
What,
went
it was like Watashi wa sendes.
Oh, dude, I heard the beginning. I was like, oh, mate, this is Korean.
What a fumble. Do you even know Korean?
Nah.
That is
Oh.
honestly a horror.
Woo.
That is a horror show. He's got Korean for watashi wa.
I didn't hear that, man. I did not hear that.
Okay, well, all right. 2-1. Migs is on the board with an absolute gimme. I thought it was going to be 2 all apiece. All right, Kush, don't let that break your confidence though. All right, there's plenty
One
more
point. And we
languages
could
to
be
go.
going to all sorts of corners of the globe, mate.
Correct, dude. Mate, I'm seeing crazy languages like Zulu.
What the fuck? Well, no one's going to get that.
No, I'm not going to do Zulu. All right, next language.
Tên tôi là Sen, tôi thích bóng đá và tôi sống ở Sydney. Nhưng hôm nay tôi không ở đây và tôi đáng bị trừng phạt.
Ooh, these sounds familiar.
I'm going to need another play there, bro.
Another listen. Well,
Yeah.
obviously, we know which region this is, surely.
Yeah.
Or do we? Kush has no idea.
Northern America.
All right, I'm going to play it again, Kush. For you.
Okay.
Ready?
Tên tôi là Sen, tôi thích bóng đá và tôi sống ở Sydney. Nhưng hôm nay tôi không ở đây và tôi đáng bị trừng phạt.
Nah, I've got no clue.
No?
I've got no clue on that.
Manny, you got a clue?
I got the answer.
Oh, he's confident.
I'm going to go for mine.
Okay, Kush.
Is it Tagalog? Tagalog? Is that how you pronounce it?
Tagalog,
Tagalog.
first of all.
No.
It's Vietnamese.
It is Vietnamese.
Nah, I wouldn't have got that. No chance.
All right, 3-1. Manu's doing well. Hasn't dropped a point yet so far.
He
Here
knows
we go.
his geography, man.
Here we go.
All right, next language.
मेरा नाम सेन है. मुझे फुटबॉल पसंद है और मैं सिडनी में रहता हूँ. लेकिन मैं आज यहाँ नहीं हूँ और मैं सजा का हकदार हूँ.
I think I've got this one, Ro. I think I've got this one, but
I don't have it. I might need one more play, bro.
Okay.
one more. Let's hear it one more
play?
time.
All right, let's hear it.
मेरा नाम सेन है. मुझे फुटबॉल पसंद है और मैं सिडनी में रहता हूँ. लेकिन मैं आज यहाँ नहीं हूँ और मैं सजा का हकदार हूँ.
Huh? You have it.
I think I do have it. I think I have it.
Okay.
Bro, what is this?
What have you got, Manny?
I've gone Zulu, thinking that you would pull that fast one on us.
Crying for this language, he says. I think it's Hindi.
Hindi is the correct answer. Well
a few
done.
familiar words.
Shit.
there. Yeah.
Kush is back in it. 3-2. Next language.
我叫孙，我喜欢足球，住在悉尼。但我今天不在这里，我应该受到惩罚。
Sorry?
We'll go one more time.
我叫孙，我喜欢足球，住在悉尼。但我今天不在这里，我应该受到惩罚。
All right.
Where are you getting these languages from? Is it Google Translate?
It's Google Translate.
Mm.
Where are you thinking, Kush? Mine is locked in an answer.
I'm thinking Asian as well.
Okay.
And I went for Mandarin. I'm not sure if it was Mandarin or Cantonese but I went Mandarin.
Mandarin. Manu?
The thing with Google is I don't think they have Mandarin Cantonese. I went Chinese simplified.
The correct answer is Chinese simplified.
Oh.
But we'll give it.
But I think Mandarin is the correct answer too. So we'll play on.
Fuck, this guy knows the good.
Yeah, that when you asked that question, I was like, how has he known that?
You ain't scroll through Google Translate every now and again.
You
That's
didn't think it was
top-notch.
Chinese traditional?
And I ain't sound traditional to me, brother.
Chinese tradition.
All right, what's the score?
4-3, I believe.
4-3 my way.
We'll go, what should we go? Best of,
Let's just keep going. Just keep going, bro.
just keep going until the time finishes? All right.
Yeah.
Until Kush that enough.
It's like Frisbee. We'll play till 9:50.
Or 15, but not really 15.
Whichever one comes first. All right. We've got a lot of the easy ones out of the way.
Oh,
How about we throw some more curveballs?
Yeah, let's hear him.
Okay. Next language.
Mein Name ist Zen. Ich mag Fußball und lebe in Sydney. Aber ich bin heute nicht hier und habe es verdient, bestraft zu werden.
Come on, man.
Too easy.
That's maybe too easy. I don't know. It could be hard. I could have completely fluffed this.
So I've gone German.
German.
German is the correct answer.
Nice.
5-4. All right, next question. Next language.
Meu nome é Sam. Gosto de futebol e moro em Sydney. Mas não estou aqui hoje e merecia ser punido.
Come on,
You know
man. That's too
What?
easy.
I'm going to have to hear that one more time.
I'll give it to you one more time.
Meu nome é Sam. Gosto de futebol e moro em Sydney. Mas não estou aqui hoje e merecia ser punido.
What?
You ain't no football, man. Come on, dude. Come
I
on.
think the last part has given it to me. The last
Okay,
part.
what are you thinking here? Give
I'm
us your
thinking
thought out.
European.
Okay.
All right, I wasn't 100% sure about this, right? I don't think I got this one, but I went for Italian.
Okay.
I'm going for Portuguese.
Portuguese is the correct answer. What gave it away, Manu?
Football, man. Nah, you
Is
know the
that-
intonations, yeah.
Score is 6-4, Kush. Time's ticking down, so we need a couple of
A couple of good
absolute
ones here.
bangers from you today. Next language.
Jeg heter Sen, jeg liker fotball og bor i Sydney. Men jeg er ikke her i dag, og jeg fortjente å bli straffet.
Huh?
I've got no clue what that is.
What is that?
We'll give you one more play.
Jeg heter Sen, jeg liker fotball og bor i Sydney. Men jeg er ikke her i dag, og jeg fortjente å bli straffet.
All right, Manu racking his brains. Okay, surely have a think about where in the world this could be.
This is somewhere in Central/Eastern Europe.
I don't even know if this is Europe. I have no idea, to be honest.
You just put a Hail Mary down.
I've put a Hail Mary down.
So have I.
All right, Manu, what have you got?
I've gone Romanian.
Romanian? Kush?
I went Yiddish.
Yiddish is incorrect. It is Norwegian, boys.
Norwegian.
Okay.
All right. No chance, but all right. The more you know.
Next language.
Nama saya Sen, saya suka sepak bola dan saya tinggal di Sydney. Tapi aku tidak di sini hari ini dan aku pantas dihukum.
Now you're throwing some doozies.
Yeah, these are some tough ones.
Okay.
Now you're throwing languages I'm not well versed in.
I'll play it one more time for
Yeah.
you.
Nama saya Sen, saya suka sepak bola dan saya tinggal di Sydney. Tapi aku tidak di sini hari ini dan aku pantas dihukum.
I'll give you a hint. Think about, I feel like, it's easy with the language just sitting right in front of you.
Yeah, mate.
But I feel like the accents of the people saying it also give you a hand.
That's what I'm trying
This
to
one
think.
didn't have a strong accent. That's the
what I couldn't
problem.
figure out. That's what I'm trying to always think about. The accent, the dialect, the way it's being pronounced. Those sometimes give it away, but
Because obviously you're not going to know but like you can tell the language based on like the flow and the cadence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This one,
Also with the answer in front of you.
I felt that the language gave it away.
oh
a
yeah,
little
did you?
bit.
Did you game master?
All
Wow.
right. Good one.
No
dickhead.
worries.
All right, Kush, where have you gone?
I went Thai.
Oh, I've also gone Thai.
Close. Indonesian
Oh,
is what it was. Okay. The next one is up. Here we go. Scores have not changed.
Το όνομά μου είναι Σεν, μου αρέσει το ποδόσφαιρο και ζω στο Σίδνεϊ. Αλλά δεν είμαι εδώ σήμερα και μου άξιζε να τιμωρηθώ.
This is a tough one. This is a real tough one.
Thank you. All right, give it one more time.
Give me
then.
one more go.
Okay.
Το όνομά μου είναι Σεν, μου αρέσει το ποδόσφαιρο και ζω στο Σίδνεϊ. Αλλά δεν είμαι εδώ σήμερα και μου άξιζε να τιμωρηθώ.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on this. I'm basing it off a TV show, to be honest.
Okay. Well, that helps. Apparently, you haven't watched any J dramas recently.
No,
Some anime.
clearly Korean dramas. Got it wrong.
Manu,
Swedish is my guess.
incorrect. Is Kush?
I went for Spanish.
Are you?
I don't know. I thought I heard it. No.
It's Greek, but like fair enough.
Oh.
I didn't think Greek sounded like that. But
What do you think it sounded
definitely wasn't
like?
Spanish.
I was thinking of Money Heist for some reason.
La Casa de Papel. I honestly
Is that
didn't
even
know.
Spanish? Like,
Yes,
yeah, it is.
it's
Okay,
Spanish. I wouldn't have picked Greek. I think that is a tough
That's
one.
a tough one.
Right, because we need some Hail Marys here, boys. What
Still
do
6-4. I also haven't gotten one in like 4 languages or something.
Big. I need a couple here.
All right, next language.
Mijn naam is Sen, ik hou van voetbal en ik woon in Sydney. Maar ik ben hier vandaag niet en ik verdiende het om gestraft te worden.
This is gettable.
Okay.
This is gettable.
This is
Mate, half of it
European.
was English, brother.
This is European.
Yeah, obviously. It's not Spanish, I'll tell you that.
Give it to me one more time. One more time.
Okay, have a think, boys, because this is definitely in the ballpark of your knowledge.
Mijn naam is Sen, ik hou van voetbal en ik woon in Sydney. Maar ik ben hier vandaag niet en ik verdiende het om gestraft te worden.
I know.
It's the like Americanized pronunciation of the words.
The two
I'm
words
thinking
there.
it is.
Has that given it away?
Well, every time you say it, I think it's giving it away, but I don't think it ever
I
does.
think it again is Scandinavian of sorts.
Squish. Let's see it.
I went Dutch.
Dutch.
Oh, I
Manu?
think it is. I went Swedish.
Dutch is the correct
it
answer.
is.
Let's go.
You know,
It
the
is.
two words that I thought they gave it was ich wohn, and I was like, that sounds a little similar to German.
German.
which is why I
Yeah,
went
well
Dutch.
done. Oh, Kush.
Oh,
Well done. Well done.
All right. The gap is now 1.
6-5.
6-5. I'm looking through the languages here.
we're running out.
I'm definitely not running out, but you're not going to guess Hmong.
Oh,
Ooh, you don't know
yeah, no.
our proficiencies.
Okay. I'm going to go for the next language.
Okay.
എന്റെ പേര് സെൻ എനിക്ക് ഫുട്ബോൾ ഇഷ്ടമാണ് ഞാൻ സിഡ്നിയിലാണ് താമസിക്കുന്നത് എന്നാൽ ഞാൻ ഇന്ന് ഇവിടെ ഇല്ല ഞാൻ ശിക്ഷിക്കപ്പെടാൻ അർഹനാണ്
Oh my days.
All right.
This is a tough one as well. I'm going to have to hear it one more time.
Kush has written an answer down.
എന്റെ പേര് സെൻ എനിക്ക് ഫുട്ബോൾ ഇഷ്ടമാണ് ഞാൻ സിഡ്നിയിലാണ് താമസിക്കുന്നത് എന്നാൽ ഞാൻ ഇന്ന് ഇവിടെ ഇല്ല ഞാൻ ശിക്ഷിക്കപ്പെടാൻ അർഹനാണ്
Can I put two answers down?
No, but
Shit.
I'd like to hear your thought process of the second one. You got to lock in one answer and one answer alone.
I have no clue, bro. I have zero idea.
Oh no.
This could be a big get. if
I
you
know.
get this.
I know.
Let's turn the answers around.
I've written two here, but I'm going to say one.
Okay.
I'm going to go for Tamil.
Okay.
I've also gone Tamil.
The correct answer is Malayalam, which is where I'm from.
Thanks, mate. I should have really gone that one.
So scores have not changed.
Yeah.
6-5. One behind Kush.
We'll do 3 more rounds.
3 more. Okay, here we go.
So anyone's game here, because you low key might need to get one of these.
Okay.
Alrighty, here we go. You ready?
Em dic Sen, m'agrada el futbol i visc a Sydney. Però avui no sóc aquí i mereixia ser castigat.
I'm getting a bit of that vibe, Miguel, you know?
One more time.
Bit of European and a little bit of a flourish with the hands. That's what I'm getting.
One more time.
Em dic Sen, m'agrada el futbol i visc a Sydney. Però avui no sóc aquí i mereixia ser castigat.
Castigal.
Yeah, what's castigar?
Margarita, maybe.
Where are we?
Ooh,
What are
hello.
you vibing?
Wouldn't mind a bit of that margarita.
I was getting some
It's European.
another European language, we reckon. Has to be, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
It's not Spanish.
Do you want one more play?
Give us, yeah,
One more,
why not?
one
Break
more.
the rules.
Em dic Sen, m'agrada el futbol i visc a Sydney. Però avui no sóc aquí i mereixia ser castigat.
Aquí.
This is a tough-ish one.
I don't know. I'm going to go for one, though.
But if you could, it's in the ballpark of gettable, I feel.
I don't even know if this is a language. No, I'm not going to write that down.
Alrighty. So you've written the answers down. There's 3 to go. So if you fluff this one, there's still options to win. Mine are trying to ice it. What have you gone?
Finish.
Finish? Kush?
I rubbed out mine the last second because I don't think this is a language. What are the people speaking in Brazil? What is it? What's
Portuguese.
Well, then
Again.
there you go. I put Portuguese.
Well, you wanna
I put native
Brazilian?
language in Brazil. That's what I put.
Okay. The correct answer was Catalan.
It's a
Catalan.
So it's like it's a
dialect of
dialect.
Spanish. Barcelona.
But you're not getting Spanish vibes from it.
Yeah.
A little, but like I didn't think of a dialect.
gonna get
I'm
that,
not going
man.
dialect.
I ain't going to get that, bro.
There's a lot of dialects here, but there is 2 more. This is for the win, mind if you get this. Kush, this is to tie it up and go to 1 sudden death round.
ฉันชื่อเซนฉันชอบฟุตบอลและฉันอาศัยอยู่ที่ซิดนีย์แต่วันนี้ฉันไม่อยู่ที่นี่และฉันสมควรถูกลงโทษ
Okay.
Asian language.
Yeah, it is Asian, but
It's got the intonation. Where is that intonation from?
One more time for the hectics.
ฉันชื่อเซนฉันชอบฟุตบอลและฉันอาศัยอยู่ที่ซิดนีย์แต่วันนี้ฉันไม่อยู่ที่นี่และฉันสมควรถูกลงโทษ
Really long intonations at the end of the sentence.
Aha, I think I have it.
He's looking into the distance. I'm not confident.
I'm trying to picture the globe, but I can't get the globe in my head now.
Mine is writing an essay here.
Yeah, I know. What the hell, man?
I'm going to need an answer from you, Kush.
Going for the same one as I did in the second one. Went Korean.
Okay, well, it's not Korean. Manu?
Yeah.
Singaporean.
No,
No.
incorrect. It is Thai.
Oh,
Again.
I didn't do Thai again.
Oh, we haven't done
we
Thai.
guessed
I
Thai.
think Kush, someone guessed Thai.
Oh fuck! I was going Thai. That Thai was my first.
But I was like, I don't think he was going to pick it.
I thought we did it.
In my head, I was like, you're not going to pick Thai because he did it. Damn it, bro. Damn it.
Well. I thought it was a very gettable round. 6-5. Last one. Kush to draw. Manu to win. Here we go.
Jina langu ni Sen, napenda mpira wa miguu na ninaishi Sydney. Lakini siko hapa leo na nilistahili kuadhibiwa.
Nah, bro. I haven't got a lick of where that's at.
One more time.
Jina langu ni Sen, napenda mpira wa miguu na ninaishi Sydney. Lakini siko hapa leo na nilistahili kuadhibiwa.
Sydney.
This language does not sound how I thought it would sound. So I think it's if you get this, honestly, it'll be a dead set miracle.
I don't even know if this is a language.
Kush?
I'm going for Jamaican. Is that a language? Is it a language? I have no idea.
I think it's not a language, but I think it's like colloquially known as Jamaican.
Okay.
I think you're Jamaican me crazy, brother.
Manu.
Swahili.
Swahili is the correct answer.
Dude, that actually popped up in my mind as well. Swahili. That's it.
Actually?
Popped up. It did. And I was like, I don't think it's Swahili.
Bars.
How have you got Swahili?
It's techies, mate.
You missed time, but got Swahili.
I'm a global man.
Well, Manu, congratulations. That was actually quite
Thank you.
impressive. 7-5. Great victory. Good game, lads. Alrighty, fellas. This episode is sponsored by our good friends at Manscaped. All right, Christmas has come and gone, but the new year's here. And you can grab a beautiful performance package 5.0 and a lawnmower 5.0 with the code TCB, 20% off at checkout. So over the new year, I scaped, Kush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And I was not disappointed once again. I had friends that told me that they escaped.
Mm.
You know, they were looking for a, New Year's little something.
Yeah.
And they said they got excellent feedback from the
Yeah.
partners of their choice.
I did receive feedback actually from one person. I thought it was maybe a bit too much, but I appreciated the feedback this person gave.
Correct, yeah.
And he noticed that there was more air flowing down there.
Aerodynamic.
Yeah. He said that.
Felt like Michael Phelps.
Yeah. He felt a little left-right movement that was coming out perfectly. But he really said, the air flowing around that whole pelvic area, the balls even underneath.
Yeah.
It was, he said he was hearing things potentially down there. So
there's that piece of feedback.
yeah.
My friend, the lady that he was with on New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
complimented him on the shave. So this is never before seen footage.
Yeah.
A woman, a stranger, complimenting him on his shave.
Is that an ad for Manscaped there? Getting ready for the New Year's. You're in bed, New Year's Eve, you just seen the fireworks, maybe it's a little sweet, nothing's about to happen, and then pants come down, the boxes come down.
The boxes come down, the travel shed gets placed down.
And then we cut to the reaction, and the reaction is just one of
It's
surprise.
clapping.
and
It's
happy.
bravo. It's bravo. But look, honestly, I was actually shocked by that story. Honestly, it kind of scarred me a little bit. I didn't really need to hear that information, but I just wanted to let you guys know because people are getting feedback left, right, and center. It's such a good shave, honestly. TCB at checkout, 20% off. You get free shipping as well as that discount. So jump on to manscaped.com, use the code TCB, and pick yourself up a lawnmower.
Second segment of the day, fellas. New year, new you. We asked you guys on Instagram. If you haven't followed us already, we should be at 10K. But if we're not, jump on at Critical Banter, follow us, get us there. We asked you guys for some of your New Year's resolutions. Thank you to 95% of you that sent in serious answers. And fuck you to the 5% that sent in hate. But we'll skip over that. What we'll be doing today is we'll read them out. We'll share a couple of our own as well. And we will go through whether we can stick to these New Year's resolutions, whether we think you guys will stick to them, whether we personally could stick to them as well. Anyone want to share their New Year's resolutions before we jump into the listeners' ones?
Yeah, I'll share mine. I want to watch a movie a week. I want to get 52 movies done.
I feel like, don't you already do that?
Not a week. Like, I feel like I watch more maybe overall.
So on average, it's more, but...
Yeah, actually, I don't know. To be fair, I think I watch like 15 to 20 in the cinema.
Maybe minimum 52 a week.
No, because I watch 15 to 20 in the cinema. I don't know if I hit the 52 actually. I actually don't think I do.
You don't watch any movies outside the cinemas?
Sometimes.
Like on Netflix or something?
Sometimes. I think I'm more of a TV show guy when I'm at home. So
He's kind of crazy because like most people I would read 52 books a year or something. I've never heard I want to watch 52. I want more screen time.
yeah, no. That's my New Year's resolution. I want to hit 52 movies at least in 2024.
But I'm so confused because there's not going to be 52 movies released, and you've, dare I suggest, seen like most of the movies that you should
rewatch
/ want to have seen.
Yeah, no rewatches included. It has to be new movies.
foreign films then.
Yeah, I might go to foreign films as well.
Maybe some Korean dramas or some Korean films to
yeah,
get
if
the
I can get the
language up.
dialect right. Yeah.
Fair enough. I think that's completely doable for you.
I don't think
Undoable
so.
for myself.
I actually don't think that's actually
52 is easy.
no.
Think about all the
bro.
stuff that you have on your platform: Netflix, Binge, Prime. You could save 10 movies from each one. That's 30.
But one a week.
Go to a film fest. Do you want the cadence to be one a week, or do you just want 52 for the year?
It has to be 52 in a year. You can't do one a week. You simply can't do one a week.
Okay, well then I thought it was one a week because I think like for me, obviously I don't love movies as much as you do, but for me, it's very difficult to like muster myself up
Actually, you
to
know what?
sit down and like, okay, I'm going to watch a 2.5 hour, 3 hour long film. Like that's a mental preparation that I just don't have.
No, you're right. 52 is actually easy. I feel like I've hit this. I'm going to hit 100 movies in 2024. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm going to hit 100 movies that I've never watched before in 2024.
All right, that's a bold maneuver.
Bold claim.
All right, my one for the year is I want to win a championship, boys. Whether it be Frisbee,
It's a good one.
whether it be football, whether it be whatever miscellaneous sport I take up in the year, I want to win something, bro. I've gone years without winning, and it's hurt me deeply.
When was the last time you won a premiership?
Won a bloody OzTag hoodie a couple of years ago, but do I really care about OzTag too much? Not really. No, I cared about that one, actually.
Does it have to be a new sport or any sport?
Any sport, any win. Even if I go back to OzTag and win an OzTag season, I'm counting that because I just need a win on the board.
What about like the Fortnite championships if you get into the esports?
If I win a Fortnite championship, brother, you'll know about it. But any sort of sport, I've had this feeling of losing for too long and I don't want it to continue.
I like it. I think that's a good one. And I think that's also doable. But it depends. I feel like we're nearing the end of the seasons for most sports, right? So now you're entering the winters potentially.
Thursday football, we're second, mind you, halfway through the season.
Does that count though? That started last year.
I'm counting that. Because
I don't know if I can.
because we're gonna be playing a final this year. You know, that's
I don't count that. In my, I know it's not my resolution, but in my eyes, it has to start in 2024.
It's this financial year, brother. I'm counting it.
But I think we have a good chance with Thursday soccer, but also next season, Saturday soccer. We're getting some players that I think are extremely talented young guns. They used to play under 21 like Premier League, but then now they're over 21, so they have to play opens. And I think we have a pretty strong side.
We could be on here. We could be on.
Okay, that's interesting. Mine is a podcast goal. Last year I said we did this.
Yeah.
I said let's do a live show. We didn't do a live show. This year I think we actually can do a live show, but I'm not going to say it the same New Year's resolution twice. But I want to drop a merch line. For the podcast. It's not going to be like serious merch, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just be like a bit of a laugh, you know?
Yeah.
Sell a couple of items, maybe break even. No profit to be made here. just for the listeners to something. You know, they've been supporting us for so long.
That's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? It'd be nice to just send out some stuff. Also, we've been doing this for like 4 years. I feel like I should have a t-shirt or something that says Critical Banter. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, give me something.
Well, we have mugs over here that we don't use.
Yeah, the mugs that are decoration only. No, but I want
a bit moldy as well.
I just want to drop merch. I think it'd be cool to say.
I mean, that's doable. What do you think? Do you have any items in mind?
I don't know, man. Like
mugs? Are we going to sell mugs?
Yeah, because it can be. If your thing is any form of merch, then it's like we can get stickers again, and that's your New Year's.
No, sack that. And like low-key t-shirts maybe, but
wearable merch maybe.
I low-key want to do like Mr. Potato Head or something like iconic to the podcast.
We're not,
you know what I mean?
Well, if you're not collaborating with Mattel,
Hasbro, dude. What's something iconic on the podcast that we talk about?
Blazers. We'll collab with MJ Bale.
Custom Blazers. Could be on.
Yeah.
With our crest on the pocket.
We're going to get someone to go to the year 12 form with Critical Banter podcast.
That could be insane. I'd pay someone to do that. But yeah, that's
maybe ties.
Ties is not a bad one.
Pocket
actually.
squares.
I think hats are always good. I like hats, man. I think hats are always good.
Would you wear a TCB hat?
I'd wear a
If
TCB.
designed well, I think yes.
Designed well, but I think I'm more inclined to wear a TCB bucket hat than I would for anything else because it's like bands, right? So I would wear a bucket hat over a normal one.
Okay.
All right.
Well, stay tuned.
Keep that in mind. All right. So we'll go into some of the ones you guys sent in. The first one is cold turkey removal of Instagram.
Nah.
So given that this was also sent in via Instagram, I think that's going to be a hard one.
Look, for selfish reasons, I really need you to stay on Instagram and like and comment on Critical Banter just for personal reasons. But cold turkey Instagram, That is a wild New Year's resolution.
Not for 12 months.
365 days, no Instagram.
Cold turkey is you're getting withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah. Where are you going to go for your other stuff? Like, what is your other
X.
messenger? No. Threads, bro? You're going to go to Threads? No way. There's nothing else to like, you know. That's
Too many people are on Instagram. That's the problem. Once you're on it, you can't escape it. It's
And like, I don't think Instagram's a bad thing. Obviously, if you're spending like 10 hours a day, then it's a bad thing. But like cold turkey, Instagram, mate, I feel like that is not a good New Year's resolution.
But I feel like you can slowly get to it. I know a few people who use the quiet mode on Instagram. So they set hours where they essentially won't be notified at all for anything. So maybe you can do a gradual kind of thing. Maybe do the quiet mode and then hopefully maybe end of the year. You can
0.
Yeah.
But chances of sticking to this, boys? None. 0.
Zero. No way. You're not doing
Not
this
a
at all.
chance.
All right, next one. No drinking in 2024. They're already 40 days in.
Okay.
Well, congrats.
They beat the
that's pretty
hurdle.
good. 40 days in. Will it last?
Yeah, this is doable. This
How
is
long do you
definitely-
go without drinking, Ro?
Like probably 10 months of the year. Like easily.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah, like 10. I stopped drinking in February and I started like I just drank in Europe, which was like in November.
I think it depends on the type of person you are. If you drink to know that you're about to get
Yeah.
drunk, I think you can easily hit this one because you can just go, oh, I'm not going to get drunk tonight, right? Or you can have another substance.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's plenty of alternatives.
California sober.
But if you're the type of person who like maybe has a glass of wine with their dinner or like
to
a
wind down
beer
the evening type vibe.
every Saturday lunch with your mates, I think it's a bit tougher.
Yeah, no, I back that 100%.
But I would say that there are so many good like non-alcoholic
Yeah.
alternatives. Like what's it called?
If you hit me with like a heaps normal.
Yeah, like a heaps normal.
Yeah.
That's the 0 alcohol beer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is what you could use to wind down. I think it's so easy these days.
But the feeling, the alcohol's not there, you know?
But again-
is it pure taste?
yeah, well, that's what you're saying. If you're winding down with a glass of wine, it's not for the buzz.
I think maybe it could be that your system needs it to relax and settle down.
I honestly think this is a very doable goal, and I wish you well. I'll go 2024 like without drinking, but like the thing is, you're not drinking either, Manu.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's 2 of us who are sober. And like,
Me, I'll be, if there's a night out.
Cushy's bounding back.
You'll see me with a glass in hand, brother.
Especially they're free. There's 2 glasses in it. 3 glasses on the
Three
table,
glasses,
mate.
how strict are you on the no drinking?
I'm cold turkey since May.
Since May.
So 0 alcohol's entered my system.
But like, what type of drinker were you? Were you the night out person? Or
I was never a 1 or 2 drink sort of person. I was a night out,
10 or
get on
11.
it.
do you think you were going out too much and drinking? Like every time you went out, you were.
No, my body just doesn't react well to alcohol.
Yeah.
This guy's
It-
got gout.
it fails.
dude.
Yeah, my body fails me when I
Well,
drink
that
a
makes
lot.
sense. What about you, Ro? Why did you stop?
Honestly, it was just
You saw a bloke lose weight because they stopped drinking. And he's like, you know what? Let me do that.
no. It wasn't weight loss. It was just like I was like, you could increase your performance. And we were playing soccer and stuff
Yeah.
like that. If you stop drinking and like the negative impacts, I was on a bit of an Andrew Huberman like spiral.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just stop. But it's not like a strict thing. Like I won't drink,
Mm.
but if I go, let's say I'm going overseas, like we're going to Japan next year. Mate, if I'm not drinking Japanese whiskey, you're out of your mind.
Sake, lad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. Are you going to have sake when we go?
I will. I
Yeah, exactly. It's not like a strict thing, but I'm not just drinking Sydney.
Yeah.
Just for funsies,
That makes
you know?
sense. Yeah.
Alrighty. Next, I'll combine a couple. A lot of people have put losing weight. So have lose 30% of his or their weight,
30%.
drop 30 pounds. 30%, brother, that seems aggressive.
30 pounds, fair enough.
You're losing weight, I think achievable, but set some realistic goals, I would say. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know how much you weigh, but 30 seems like a lot.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think in 2024, I'd also like to lose some weight, but I think the priority for me is movies first. 100. Then I'll
With
go to-
popcorn and all the snacks that accompany with it.
And then after you finish the movie, then you start to think about maybe
Yeah.
I'll
Then maybe I'll
have
like
half
do
a
it.
meal.
Well, this is the classic New Year's resolution. Like get in
It
shape,
is.
get fit.
Yeah.
It's always a
weight.
great idea, but it's always, you know, based off history and a lot of people saying this goal, you got to stick to it.
I think the problem is people come out too hot. They come out and let's say, I don't know, they want to lose weight. They drop their calories like massively. And then come February, you just can't sustain the level that you've set yourself in January.
Yeah, it's a classic. Like people go in Jan, they just eat salads and then they sign up for like a gym membership. Then they also do Pilates and they do this and they burn out by February.
It's tough. Like losing weight is because it's not really like a New Year's resolution. It's kind of like a like a whole life change.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because like you can just easily slide back. Like what's the statistic? Like people who lose weight, they just gain it back in the next 12 months, like the same amount of weight with all these fad diets and stuff. But I think like if you just cut out snacks or like cut out soft drinks, I think immediately that's like a achievable thing to do. And you're probably going to lose weight in the long run as well. So I think very achievable, but start slow. Just, steady increase.
Thank you, Wise Bro. I agree. Right, next one. Never miss an episode of Critical Banter. You will absolutely be doing that.
The only reason you'll miss an episode from Critical Banter is if Dell Technologies fucks me up. That's it.
Oh, is there any podcast that you guys didn't miss a single episode?
I'll be completely honest. I miss a bunch of episodes from podcasts. Even TV. If I'm talking about TV as well, they come once a week. Sometimes I miss it.
Really?
I will get to it later, but I will miss it sometimes. Because you can't control what's coming on the day, man.
No, but you can watch it in retrospect. You don't have to watch it on the Wednesday it comes out.
Yeah, wait, so is this talking about, never miss like on the release date or like just never miss at all?
Never miss an episode of Critical Banter.
Yeah, I think that's at all. Well, then, yeah, it's so easy, dude. Just like you could literally do it at the end of the year as well if you wanted, right?
There are, I think, 4 podcasts that I listen to on a regular basis that I've not missed an episode.
So we're saying it's doable then?
I think very doable. If podcasts are in, your daily life,
yeah,
I think, mate.
Dare I say, not really a resolution, but like I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it.
I think watching movies is not a resolution either. This is just as valid as your one.
Yeah, that's true.
The next one we have win $100,000 from sports betting.
Very doable, brother. Make sure you do it every day, all right? Every sport. Make sure you gamble your savings away because I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
That's a crazy thing
don't
to
do
say.
that. Is that doable though? In a whole year?
100,000? No.
You reckon?
Maybe 100,000 if you're lucky.
I don't know, man. I feel like it is doable.
100 grand?
Yeah.
Nah, Kush. Yeah, isn't like maybe it's doable, but you've lost 500 grand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you got to have the money in the bank.
So I'm talking about net or gross, because gross, maybe you could get 100. Net, bro, you're going to be down tenfold.
I think this is one. Please don't gamble. Like Sam loves to gamble, but honestly, gambling is such a scourge.
Where do you think he is now?
Yeah. Just on the pokie machine, just like, oh, like, Kush, you got a taste of the gambling recently.
I did get a good taste of it. I won't lie. I might go back, to be honest.
I think
if it's 1,000, do you think that?
Yeah, 1,000 is doable.
Like 1,000 profit, you reckon?
1,000 profit without no loss.
Well, it depends how much time you spend into it. Because I gamble, but I only gamble when like I'm guaranteed to win. Like you find like a arbitrage opportunity or like a match betting or something like that. Because I met a guy at a party actually, and he was telling me that he does this sort of stuff, but the bookmakers ban you once you win too much. However, he won like $16,000, $17,000 in the space of like 3 months, like playing these arbitrage bets.
Yeah.
And so if you do it seriously and you like professionally gambled where it's not really gambling because you're making money, then like regardless of the outcome, then I think it's possible. But if you're just the local punter
thinking, Liverpool's going to win tonight, and you put $1,000
or on the slot machines, maybe.
No hope. There's absolutely no hope.
Fair enough. All right, next one. Learn Japanese. So learn a new language. That's been in my New Year's resolutions for a couple of years. Never happened.
What was your language that you wanted to learn?
Tagalog, my own language.
Okay, yeah.
That I know how to hear, but I can't speak.
I'm the same.
Really?
Yeah, like I can understand like Malayalam, and I just reply back in English. This is like another classic. Get on Duolingo.
Try for a bit and flops. I tried Spanish on Duolingo.
I think this is doable, man. I think it's actually really doable. You got all the resources available to do it.
That is true. And free resources as well.
Yeah. The thing is, this takes time. Like it will take probably half your year to be, maybe even longer, to be honest, to be like pretty well spoken, I think.
I think longer. I think it takes you like a couple of years to be like fluent. I think you can get by probably at like a couple of months, but
I think it's doable, but you need to have the mental strength to be like, I'm going to do this, like set a time, once a week for the whole year, you're going to learn.
But the thing about language is I think it's a daily thing. Like you have to do it every single day. Otherwise you're just going to forget. Like I did Japanese like in high school, year 9 or whatever. And I still remember like bits of it. And that was like studying it for a year, maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And I think Japanese actually maybe is one of the easier languages to learn. So
I reckon it's got its own script. It's got 3 scripts.
Yeah, but that is a good point. I think Spanish is obviously like maybe the easiest, but I think Japanese is fairly easy. So I think doable, but you got to grind, my friend.
Yep.
Fair enough. All right, we got 2 more. Next one is run a marathon. You reckon you can go from 0 to a marathon in a year?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
26 miles.
I think it's the same thing like a language, man. It's that, the mental strength again to keep going and also physical strength in this case, but you got to set up time once a week, maybe.
When we were training for like the 5K run that we did a couple of years back, I was looking at programs because I hadn't like run, and there was like couch to marathon programs. And I think it's probably like a year program or maybe a bit less than that, but I don't know. Am I underestimating how long a marathon is?
I think you're like a marathon, bro. Maybe like a half marathon or a 10K or a 15K. I reckon that's maybe a marathon, a whole year.
Like a whole year.
But from 0, maybe this person already runs a bit. So yeah, that would be doable.
Yeah.
But I'm saying 0. Like you don't run.
Yeah.
Do you think, Kush, if we trained you for a marathon, you could run it?
For a year?
Yeah.
It's tough with my movie schedule, man. I'll be completely honest. Maybe, but like.
Because you'd essentially be 0 to a marathon.
Yeah.
Because you don't run, right?
Yeah, nah.
You'd like go on walks and stuff, but you don't run.
Frisbee's my extent of running.
Although to be fair, Frisbee is actually a heavily cardio-intensive activity.
Yeah, it's
and you're on for a long time.
Yeah, that is
So
true.
maybe you're not 0.
Yeah, I don't know. I won't be doing this, so it's a hypothetical that won't work with me. I actually cannot give you an answer. Maybe, but I think I don't know. Once or twice a week, I'd have to train. I think.
Yeah.
As a minimum.
You got to miss injuries as well. You got to battle through the weather.
But
Yeah.
I have seen people lose bets and just run a marathon as the forfeit for the bet, and they're at 0. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, no one's asking you to run it at pace.
Yeah, but do they run it or do they complete it? Because you can easily complete it, just walk most of it.
This one's
like run, walk.
But you're gonna probably do that in a marathon anyway, no? Like
No, the whole point of running a marathon is you run the whole thing.
Yeah.
42 kilometers, no breaks.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not going to be like a 5K pace,
Yeah.
but you're still just jogging. Fine, you're jogging the
How
whole
do people
thing.
hydrate themselves in between, like marathons.
Someone gives you a cup of water on the side.
Is that actually
Yeah,
it?
there's like water stations and
Okay.
hydration
Yeah.
stations.
So you have to
and
stop sometime, or do they just run and take the bottle?
You take it as you're going.
Well, it depends how competitive you are. Like you're supposed to grab it and go, but you can chill there for a bit and drink
That
water.
in
and eat a
itself
banana
is
and
like a
stuff.
skill, man. Like running while drinking. I've never tried that, but like I feel like the water would just go everywhere.
I did it for City Surf. I choked a little.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
running and drinking.
Yeah, I was trying.
It's not hard. It's not easy.
You reckon, Ro, you do? If I gave you a marathon on 31st December, you're doing it?
Yeah, I could do a marathon.
Running the whole thing.
See, this is the thing. I don't know. Like, I'm thinking, obviously, like a lot of people who run marathons, they probably run the whole thing. But average person running a marathon, like average marathon runner, are they running 42K?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
This is the goal. So you have to run 42 Ks. Could you do that at the end of the year?
Yeah, I could definitely do it. Like that low-key is one of the resolutions, not a marathon. I think that's honestly an outrageous time to run. But a half marathon, I think by like May.
20 kilometers, you reckon you could do?
Yeah, I could probably do that. I would have to train for it, but
Yeah.
I definitely could do it.
How do you even train with it? Do you start like 5 kilometers and you go 7, 8? Do you slowly just keep
Programs. You mix up long distance and short distance. So you get used to running at pace and you get used to running distance.
I wish this person well. I think it's definitely an achievable goal to go run a marathon.
It's a good resolution as well. I
But
like
they're like 25. Dude, everyone's running these days. Do you know what I mean? Running has become the new.
What do you mean?
What the new walking?
What the fuck is that? Everyone's running. What do you mean?
Everyone's got problems they're running from.
Have you not seen there's just like a spike in your friends that have just decided to take up running?
No.
No, I've seen it on.
I feel like it's a normal amount. Like I know people are like, yeah, I go running. Like that's it. But I've never like
I think more people are on Strava and sharing it and that sort of
Yeah.
thing these days.
okay.
Man, every man and the dog is running. And power to you.
All right, last one, and I don't know if this is even how to measure this, but you tell me. Be a better hugger.
That's a creepy resolution.
That is kind of weird, man.
Let's
You better
entertain it for a
hugger.
second, right? How does one even do this?
Okay, how are you a bad hugger?
Wait, so hold on. When you hug, where does your right arm and left arm go? Tell
Okay.
me that.
Depends. Is it a loving hug or is it like a?
Okay, you're hugging Miguel right now.
Okay.
Where, to be fair, normally it's the dap and
One
the half
hand's on
hug.
his
I love
ass.
the dap and the half hug, man.
Yeah, with the fellas, it's a
It's a dap half hug. That's what it is. You know, little shoulders, tap each other and then you sort of back away. That's
or
what I
maybe
think's
one
classic.
arm over.
Yeah.
Okay. So if
That's
I'm
with the
hugging
fellas.
Manu
Yeah.
and I'm like proper hugging him, because I'm shorter than him,
Yeah.
there's a different technique, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
Two arms. The two arms scoop.
Under the armpits.
Both your hands go on the cheeks as well. Or?
Dude, this is a crazy question that I'm trying to answer right now. I'm trying to visualize myself hugging my.
When you hug, yeah,
I would go over the shoulder,
one right,
arm,
and
one like it's like a seatbelt. I think is what I'm
correct.
giving Miguel.
And Migs will do the exact same thing as well. Yeah, it's the opposite. Yeah, so it's like a little.
Yeah, so it's
Sure.
essentially a crossover. So my hand goes over his shoulder and kind of like connects to my other hand, which is
Just
like
going,
under
yeah.
his waist
Yeah.
type thing.
What you don't want happening is
Yeah.
you do that and Migs does the underneath.
Oh, yeah, Migs does the wraparound.
Yeah, that would be.
Who would you wrap around? Is that an acceptable?
I think that's more of your loved ones, right?
Like, for example, like if I want to crush my brother, like crush him, I'll do a wraparound and just
That's a
squeeze.
wrestling move, brother. We're talking about hugging.
bro. Maybe that's what this guy's doing.
Yeah, too much force. How are you a bad hugger?
Well, I think it might be that knowing how to hug for the right person, essentially. Maybe it's that. I don't know because the one that's like underneath, right? That's to your loved ones. I think.
I don't think I've ever given an underneath hug unless like
How do you hug Cindy then?
there's only a specific time where it's underneath where she's like hugging my neck and her arms are up, so it means that I have to go waist.
Yeah, there's no option. Yeah.
But like,
What's your normal hug then? Is it the same?
I think it's the same. Yeah, if I'm giving a loving hug, you get in the seatbelts.
Well, what are your thoughts here, Migs?
I think similar. Yeah. Yeah, it's just how does one improve the technique? That's the question.
I think
Just
there's- yeah.
practice the seatbelt.
Like you said, there's a couple of different like metrics, right? There's obviously like the type of hug. So is it the seatbelt? Is it the arms around each other? What is it? It's the duration. How long
can
do you
you-
hold?
Do you linger for too long? Potentially.
Okay. Is that what he's doing?
Nice cologne, brother. Is that-
Dude, surely it's like a 1-2 seconds max. I think even 1 second, right?
But then there's also like the force in which you hug. You can give someone like a tight hug, or you can just give them a little bit of loosey goosey. So I think optimizing, like you said, for the specific person,
Yeah.
you have to get all those factors right.
If it's for a friend, I think it's a 1 second. If you're doing the seatbelt, it's a seatbelt, 1 second light, and maybe a little tap on the back and then call it a day.
I think I'm a fiend for a tap on the back.
Yeah. That's with your friend, Like if you're doing the seatbelt,
Yeah.
nice little tap and you're calling it a day. If it's your loved one, maybe you're holding on a bit tighter.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
for a
are.
second
You
or
are.
more.
You're squeezing a bit more.
Yeah. It's actually a good question. I won't lie.
But like,
Whoever sent this in, can you like report to us some details? Like,
yeah, how do you hug?
where are you now and where do you want to be? And what are your steps to get to that point?
What are your key metrics, brother? We need to know that.
What are your key performance indicators for the year? Well, how do you measure this? I'm actually very
I'm
interested.
curious now. But what are your thoughts on the side hug?
What's this?
Like a side half-assed hug.
Nah, I hate that. I actually hate that shit.
I think I'm a fiend for that, low key.
No, but I don't think you hug. I feel like you're more the tap on the back kind of guy, but you're coming in from the side. You know what I mean? I don't think you commit to the half hug. Like, you actually wrap your arm around someone's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like the side hug is a bit half-assed. though.
The hug is
like,
defined.
give me a handshake at that point. Don't hug me.
The hug is defined by like the arm has to be touching the back at some point.
I think I'm going to analyze my behavior the next few weeks and see where I'm at. Maybe I need this as a dude. I can't even rack my brain.
Yeah, maybe it's just a natural thing. I don't know. Maybe it just comes naturally. So
Has anyone complained about your hugs?
That'd be wild, bro. But no, maybe behind my back.
Yeah.
But I haven't received formal feedback about my hugging technique.
Well,
no.
if anyone's hugged Migs, Kush or I,
And you've had an unsatisfactory experience.
give us a DM. What we could do better? Because I think, dare I say, I would say we're good huggers.
I can't.
But I want to get to great, dude. And how do I get to great?
What is the best hug that you can give to someone?
I think it's giving them the appropriate level of hug. And if you're matching that every time, I think that's so good.
Fair play.
Sorry, we've talked about this for way too.
Yeah, look, I'll just sum it up. I'm actually not that much of a hugger guy. I prefer the daps. Just dap it up,
Yeah,
call it
fair.
a day.
I think this is doable. Thank you to everyone that sent in your New Year's resolutions. We wish you well in achieving them all.
Well, that's the end of the episode. And as Sen would say, what a great episode. What a fantastic episode to start the new year. We're very glad for our growth in 2023. It was a really good year, especially the last 4 months, I'll say. A fantastic last 4 months. And, we're now starting the new year. And as Ro alluded to earlier in our last episode, this is going to be a big year for TCB.
Massive year.
You may see some interesting segments being floated out. You may see some new things come out. Hopefully we meet Ro's New Year's resolution with a merch line. And you're also going to see maybe some changes to the way we do our content. As Mick said earlier, we're going to change the way we introduce ourselves as well. You know, we want to do a little pivot for the TCB podcast. So stay tuned for all those changes. And I'm sure we'll have so many more changes, but otherwise you'll keep seeing the new and great content that we produce on all of our platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. Check out our shorts, check our reels, check our TikToks. And most of all as well, guys, give us a 5-star review. I think we always forget, but give us a 5-star review on Spotify. Keep listening. Keep messaging us on Instagram, please. We love the interaction.
We respond to every message.
Yeah. And we really hope for a grand new year for the Critical Banter podcast.